we got the angle cut receiver. So to reconcile that, we got our Desert Fox Tactical adapter. Take off the dust cover. Bolt. So we stripped it to gain access to the rear portion. Two pieces. Fucking standing. Alright, so we got broken down, dust cover out, bolt out, and Desert Fox Tactical's sling cut receiver adapter. Outstanding. At first glance, I thought I was going to need to cut the trunnion off this guy. But, as you can see, there's a nice slot. And the trunnion is going to sit in the buffer tube assembly. That is outstanding. Outstanding product. Desert Tactical. Well done. The fit between the adapter and the receiver is good to go. I mean, you get a lot of variations with the AKs. Outstanding. Well done. So now it's just a matter of putting in the rear portion, which was it? I think, yeah. It just catches on the lower cutout of the milled portion behind the trigger assembly. And here you got the radius on the back plate just to accommodate, because it looks like it's recessed a little bit. But that is not going to be a problem. And that radius compensates for any variance. This is a well thought out product. I'm really impressed. I'm really glad we did not have to cut out the trunnion. I'm really glad we did not have to cut out that rear trunnion, because I didn't want to do too much permanent augmentation to the receiver. So that in itself is a huge plus to this product. And I'm not going to do it too tight, just for fear of stripping this guy out, but alright, good to go. So we are fixed. So we are good to go. As you can see right there, the back plate is nice and secure, and it fastens to the bottom portion of the milled out section. Good to go. And I didn't want to do it too tight, just for fear of stripping out going forward. I may put some Loctite on there just as a redundancy, but we're going forward. Next, we got our buffer tube and buttstock. Alright, so we got as far as we could go without the castle nut, but that is already come together pretty damn good. Alright, from there we're moving on to the removal of the wood furniture. So for the lower handguard, it's pretty self-evident. You remove the top gas tube, and you got the locking pin, which you rotate. And then you could slide this freely, and it pops off. As for the upper, you got a lug where you can affix a wrench, which I already did, and then you just twist off the wood component. It's fairly straightforward. So as far as the hand guards, we are using the MAK pool. Going forward, there's a few others I want to try out, but as of right now, this one looks pretty good to go. So it's pretty straightforward. You got the grooves at the end of the handguard, which go to the female end on the gas tube. Alright, so we got the top rail on. Alright, so on the lower handguard, you have the insert, which I just checked does not fit, so I ground out the sides. And it's still too wide, so I'm going to have to grind it down a little more. Alright, so I'm not even going to lie, that took a lot of work to get that fucker to fit on. But after that, it's good to go. Nice and tight. Lock the pin up front here. It is even, nice and tight. All I did is use a drill. Just drilled the corners of the measurements I made and just worked it down like a mill. Because that I do not have. And or a Dremel on hand, so adapt and overcome, right? Back on. Lock that down. Alright, so we got our upper tube on, our lower. Now we're going to put in our bolt. Recoil spring. Alright, so everything's working as it should. That's coming along fucking outstanding. Next we got our MAK pool MOE grip. Well, I see now why there are die-hard fans of the AK. Because it makes you work for it. That's the truth. Our bolt, guide rod again, recoil spring. That's good to go. So here we go. We got the grip, the foregrips, the grip, the buttstock. Still waiting on the castle nut, so staying fast 1 second. So we got the MAK pool rear plate sling attach point. And we got the long-awaited castle nut. Alright, so we got the rear sling castle nut. And to tighten that up, you have the castle nut tool, the AR tool. Good to go. Alright, then we got the MAK AFG mag pull.